Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching is going to be important for these guys. No question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
So now let's take a look at Joe Girardi's lineup for the visiting Yankees. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, Matt, this team has elite speed, so all you have to do is keep the ball on the ground, focus on hitting line drives, and play small ball.
Standing in, the leadoff man, Jacoby Ellsbury. So we are ready for baseball. Underway now in the home opener as the first pitch is in there for a called strike one. Ground ball right side. Kinsler's there for it. Throw on to first, and Ellsbury's a ground out victim to open up the ball game. Brett Gardner will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss.
Yeah, not really a great performance for him yesterday, but that's just part of this ball game. You have to know that those rough ones are going to come up and bite you every once in a while.
And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Bases are empty, one man out. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Hopped him up. Over to the left, but playable over in foul ground. And he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Batting third.
Alex Rodriguez, the third baseman, will stand in now. 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday.
You know, guys, we all know that those kind of games are going to happen in this sport. It's a tough game out there, no matter who you are. But the good ones are able to put that day behind you and go out and focus on the next game.
Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, overall, Parker is a solid umpire, but I have seen sometimes when there was some inconsistency calling the corners. Is a pitch.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Yankees nothing. Tigers. And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, you have to be impressed with what J.D. Martinez does for this offense. Last season, he proved he's worthy of being called one of the league's leading run producers, driving in 100 runs on the year. His teammates deserve some of the credit for giving him those opportunities, but he was consistently getting the big hits.
And striding in is the second baseman, Ian Kinsler, now to get things rolling in the home half of inning number 1. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. You know, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here, EK. They come in off to a bit of a slow start with just 1 win in their first 3 tries.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
Batting second.
Coming to the plate now, Justin Upton. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Chased a bad one there, 1-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And he pumps the fastball by him here, 1-2 now. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. No one out with a runner at second. And Upton can't connect there as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Stepping in, Chris Woods. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Chris Woods.
On the ground to third. Throw on to Teixeira, 2 down. Miguel Cabrera, the hitter now, with a chance to pick up that runner from second with 2 away.
And this could prove to be a huge at-bat in this game because you don't want to let these type of scoring opportunities slip away early.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Oh, and he missed with a breaking ball up there, and that's a mistake he won't get away with as this ball is long gone. A 2-run home run for Miguel Cabrera, and it's given Detroit a 2-0 lead.
Well, no doubt that's a mistaken location right there. At the plate, his eyes were probably lighting up watching that one come in.
Batting fifth.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. As the first pitch to him is lifted out in the air out towards shallow right field. And Beltran will make the catch, and the side is retired. The first baseman, Mark Teixeira, will dig in now, and he, like many others, was held hitless in the shutout yesterday afternoon. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
To 2-2 now. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And, oh, strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1. Brian McCann will dig in now. The American League's Silver Slugger behind the plate a year ago. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. Now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone. Maybe even in the dirt.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Maben is there. And he makes the catch for the second out. Carlos Beltran into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Hit well on the ground to first. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. Greg Bird set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. And a high strike there, 0-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Cameron Maben strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. J.D. Martinez will stand in. He took home a Silver Slugger Award for American League outfielders a year ago. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Nick Castellanos stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Beltran at the track. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. A nice aerial view of downtown Detroit as we welcome you back to baseball on the show from Comerica Park. Leading off the inning, Starlin Castro, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound. Digging in, Didi Gregorius, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
And you'd be in trouble at the plate if you fell behind 0-2 against this guy, so he's fortunate to hold up in time.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Fastball got him looking as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone. So a runner at first with 1 man gone, and it's back to the top of the order now for Jacoby Ellsbury. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Well, I think most fans would remember Jacoby Ellsbury's amazing 2011 season. That year he won a Gold Glove, a Silver Slugger, and was runner-up for the AL MVP award just behind Justin Verlander. That was a pretty big year.
And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
The left fielder, number 11.
Brett Gardner in now. Popped out in his first trip.
And it was a breaking ball that seemed to fool him and induce that pop-up last time. So he may see a steady diet of those right here.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. And not in time as the second run scores. Alex Rodriguez stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Lays off 1-0. Problems compounding here after a smooth start to the game.
Yeah, whoever that guy was that pitched the first 2 innings, he hasn't shown up yet in the third. He's looked like a completely different guy.
Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Martinez. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. A 2-run shot off the bat of Alex Rodriguez. And it'll give the Yankees a 4-2 lead. Into the seats, 0-1. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw on to first, and they're able to get Teixeira 2 away.
The catcher, number 34.
And it looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw in the Tiger bullpen. Brian McCann is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Zimmerman looks in. Here he comes 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's gonna give this guy anything he can pull.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Castellanos is there, and he puts it away to stop. Jared Saltalamacchia digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Catcher.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit to third. A-Rod scoops it up. Throw on to first takes care of Kinsler here for out number 2.
The batter, number 8.
Justin Upton is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1. And Upton swings and misses on a good pitch that time, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Carlos Beltran will come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And Beltran able to lay off that time, and the count moves back to 2-2. Pulled toward right center field. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the 4th.
Now batting.
Greg Bird is into the box for his second at-bat. He popped out into foul territory his first time up. Now the Tiger skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Alex Wilson is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. This is hit softly to third, but a quick glove at third, and there are 2 gone.
The batter,
Starlin Castro stands in.
Starlin Castro.
Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. 3-1 now. Looked like ball 4 there, but instead it's 3-2 now.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you gotta leave alone and make him bring something down.
We're in the 4th inning of a 4-2 ball game. Popped high in the air. Kinsler is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Leading off the inning, Chris Woods, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Curveball just misses, apparently. 1-0. Hit hard down the right field line. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. A quick out, number 1.
The first baseman, number 24.
Miguel Cabrera will stand in here, the reigning batting champion in the American League. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first will take care of Cabrera for the second out.
The shortstop, number 1.
Jose Iglesias is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. First offering on its way. In there at the knees, strike 1.
And I think now you're starting to get the sense that he's put that first inning behind him, and he looks a lot more comfortable out there now.
0-1 is a splitter that misses for the first ball. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Pitch popped up, and Castro will make the catch, and that ends the inning. That's as good a play as you're going to see a second baseman make, and he does it to end the inning. Back with more fun here on a Friday afternoon after this. Didi Gregorius heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And it's back to the top of the order now for Jacoby Ellsbury. Gloved by Cabrera. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
The left fielder, number 11.
Brett Gardner will step in. He doubled home a couple this last time. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. Throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
A little bouncer. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. A pause and the 0-2. Ooh, he saws him off with that one.
Well, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Alex Rodriguez will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
And that 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a...
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Cameron Maybin will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Trying to strike him out for the second time. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. To third. A-Rod over to his left, and a throw onto first by A-Rod is in time, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 20.
Into the box now, J.D. Martinez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him in just 3 pitches.
Grounded to third. Rodriguez is up with it. Throw on to Teixeira, 2 down.
The third baseman,
Nick
number 9.
Castellanos
Nick
is into the box for
Castellanos.
his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Turning for second is Castellanos. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double. Jared Saltalamacchia will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. For Castellanos, the double was his 3rd of the season here in this first month. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Boy, what a nice job so far of working himself into a hitter's count. Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that 2-out RBI out of the 9-hole.
Trying to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Danger. Mark Teixeira will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence. He's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
The catcher, number 34.
Brian McCann stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And another foul ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder.
Carlos Beltran is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. 4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Line towards center field. Maben is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Ian Kinsler will stride in here to get the Tigers started in their half of the 6th. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the 2nd inning.
1-2 as he chases the slider.
All afternoon long, this is what we've seen. Guys have just dug their own hole up there by going after pitches that aren't strikes.
Hard hit ball to second. Backhanded. And the throw by Castro takes care of him for the 1st out.
The batter, number 8.
Justin Upton will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with two good takes.
And he popped him up, drifting back behind first. Teixeira backs up and takes care of it, 2 away.
The left fielder, number 7,
Chris Woods will get his third shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
Well, on the bright side, I guess, he is putting the ball in play. He's just not getting that solid contact that you're looking for when a guy's really seeing the ball well.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. That's by him for strike 1.
There's that splitter again. Seems to be getting better and better as the game goes on.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Greg Bird is set to get us started for the late innings of this one. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. There's a line drive that'll be over the head of Iglesias and on into left center field for a base hit.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Here's Starlin Castro as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2.
1-2.
And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Didi Gregorius ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
Lifted the other way out to left center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Now batting,
Jacoby Ellsbury gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And he takes ball 1. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Boy, that got a lot of the plate, cutting right across the zone. I think if he had that pitch to do over, he would have taken a rip at that one.
Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Still 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Now a swing, and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out. Brett Gardner digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. On the move is Martinez. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Yanks strand a pair as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Miguel Cabrera will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. Driven to right field and deep. Beltran ranging back. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Into the windup and the pitch. Grounded fouled off to the right. Seventh inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Not able to hold on there as he swings through a pitch in the dirt, and it doesn't look good for him now. Down 0-2.
Boy, and if anything, he's looking stronger than ever here in this seventh inning.
Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cameron Maybin. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike one.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
Hit to third. A-Rod is there. Throw on to Teixeira is going to be in time, and with it, the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Still down by Alex Rodriguez will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Mark Lowe will be summoned from the bullpen now, as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Alex Rodriguez is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Alex Rodriguez.
And it's quickly 0-2. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Mark Teixeira will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. Swung on and missed by Teixeira, and they've got him right where they want him now. 0-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game.
The catcher, number 34.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Brian McCann is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Tap foul at home plate. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. J.D. Martinez will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And he's retired here, 1 away.
The third baseman, number 9.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First pitch on its way. Nick Castellanos is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. Jared Saltalamacchia will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one.
And this is becoming a theme now. It's part of why he's been so successful out there so far. Let these guys chase that first pitch and get him in a hole right away.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly. Ian Kinsler will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
It shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Gloved by Castro. Throw on to Teixeira to take care of him, and that ends. Carlos Beltran will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Oh, that one got the pitcher. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. One away now. Greg Bird gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And a swing and a miss here, and the first 2 are dispatched to begin the 9th. Starlin Castro digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but they still lead this one 4-2. Justin Upton will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Well, he can't hold on there as he swings and misses on a pitch in the dirt, and he's down 0-2 now.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy. You don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
Chris Woods will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Fly ball heading for the alley. On the move is Beltran. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he is in there at third with a 1-out triple. So coming to the plate, Miguel Cabrera. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
And that's exactly what I'd expect them to do. No reason to give him the pitch that he likes.
Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike 1. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. Scoring is the runner from third, and that'll cut the lead down to 1.
The shortstop, number 1, Jose Iglesias.
Jose Iglesias steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball one.
They're definitely making him work out there. He came in trying to shut the door, and he has not had an easy time of it.
And, oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off.
Oh, he is intimidating. There's no arguing that.
Chapman sets. Here it is on 2-0. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Back to first. It's a double play right when he needed it, and this ball game is over.
And hey, how about 2 for the price of 1 to finish things off here? He gets the double play grounder here to dig himself out of trouble and picks up the save.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in